Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and in today's video we're going to analyze an interesting game. While looking through old Soviet posters, I found this one on which there is a Russian inscription. Интересная партия, interesting game. I decided to set up the position on my 2D board and see how interesting it is. Then I did a position search in the database and found out that it's actually from a real tournament game. It's from Viktor Korchnoi Efim game played at 1954 USSR Championship. Auerbach won the event, Taimanov was second, Korchnoi third. With this being said, now let's go for this game. Korchnoi opened up with e4, to which Geller answered with c5. Sicilian defense is on the board. d6, bishop g5, e6, queen d2. We have the Scheveningen setup against which white is choosing a very aggressive Richter-Rauzer attack. White castled queenside, black castled kingside. And so with f4 then white begins an offensive in the center and on the kingside. e5. About this move Korchnoi writes, "An innovation, I thought, at the board. I did not know that 6 months earlier in the Candidates tournament in Zurich, Geller had already played this against Kotov. It is hard to refute on sight a well-prepared innovation. Kotov did not in fact try. He exchanged on c6 and on e5, then exchanged heavy pieces on the d file, and the players agreed to a draw. And I had lost the previous day, and today I was dreaming of winning one back." Knight f3 was Korchnoi's answer. Bishop g4, as Korchnoi writes, with his developing move, black gains control of the d4 square. h3, in return white is hurrying to get rid of this pin, but black knight lands on d4, hitting on f3. F takes e5, d takes e5, and it was in here that Korchnoi made a very provocative move and played rook g1. Korchnoi gives this move a question mark and instead suggests f4, contesting black's domination of dark squares. Stockfish also suggests f4. But in the game we have rook g1, and at the same time white is setting up a trap. Not suspecting anything bad, Geller decided to win the pawn, but this is bad. Better was playing queen b6 or queen a5 or rook c8, trying to intensify the pressure on the queen side, but in our game we have knight takes f3. Here comes queen f2. Now we have a double attack. Queen b6. Although Korchnoi suggests knight d4 straight away. In the game we have queen b6 and bishop e3. Knight d4, and now how to proceed. It's white to move. There came an exchange sacrifice. Knight takes d4, it takes d4, bishop takes d4. White needs this bishop on the long diagonal to put pressure on opponent's king side. Queen d8 and knight d5. In case of queen e6, as suggests Korchnoi, again white can play knight d5. Queen d8 was met with knight d5. Now the threat is knight takes e7 followed by bishop takes f6. That's why black played knight e8, at the same time protecting the pawn on g7. Queen g3. According to Stockfish, queen f5 gives white better chances. And then bishop c4 preparing e5. The problem with queen g3 is that by playing bishop h4 followed by king h8, black could put a tough resistance, but instead at this point Geller panicked, played f6, with which he weakened his position too much. Yes, he is neutralizing this dark squared bishop, but instead is weakening the a to g8 diagonal. There came bishop c4, and now knight takes e7 is the threat. Rook f7, well, if a move like king h8, then knight f4 threatening check, checkmate. in the game we have rook f7, but anyways, there came knight f4, bishop d6, bishop takes f7, check, king takes f7, queen b3 check, king e7. So we reached the position from that Soviet poster. Once again, take a look at it, please. Yeah, we're in here. White landed another heavy blow and forced the resignation. It's white to move. Here we go. Korchnoi played bishop takes f6 and Geller resigned. If king f8, then this fork is winning. If g takes f6, then black king will get checkmate hits, or what else black can play. If king d7, for example, then queen e6 check, and then we can just win this queen. Yeah, it's over. White is winning. That's why enough is enough. After bishop takes f6, we have a resignation. So this is it, dear chess lovers. Hope that you enjoyed the game. Feel free to share it with your friends as well. And in the end, a chess puzzle where the task is to win with the white pieces. Actually, there is a forced mating too. The task is very easy, and we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care.